Anything more? Yeah, everything more.
A minute and a half and then we go. All right. Let me stay on the phone and you tell me.
Yeah, this is the right thing.
And then I can cut up. Right?
Yeah, you can get some.
When you come,
Just some more material. I don't know if you want it. Oh, Cynthia's a girl who went to the radio this morning. The girl I had with me initially waiting to talk to you, that's Cynthia. But I'm Abigail Paget, so rental types, possible Cynthia.
Huh? I basically introduced. Tell me what you got. I got government wrong for one day. So you're supposed to play some, you know why? Good. So, of course, a very good afternoon to you, everyone, and welcome down to this live broadcast that is coming to you from it's 177 Charlotte Street, and this is actually the home of Ibet Supreme, which is part of Supreme Ventures Initiative. And I tell you what, you come into this building here at 177 Charlotte Street. And you're actually, gobsmacked and taken away by what you see. For those of you who love your gaming and love making money that way, just letting you know a little bit for those of you who actually play online and you tune in for the draws that happen daily throughout the day. Ibet Supreme is taking it to another level. And to be able to tell us a little bit more about it, we've got a very, very, very busy store here. You can feel free, as a matter of fact, to actually pass by here and get some of the what we call fricos that usually goes with an opening. But Abigail is going to be able to tell us a little bit more, and I've got some of the other team members here at Ibet Supreme. But I am just amazed with what I'm seeing in terms of all of the betting games that a person can actually take part in, and some of these other, if you should call it, arcade games that you can actually play. Just about everything, and being able to increase your chances and your winnings. It's happening right here in Georgetown. Abigail, how are you doing, my dear?
I'm doing good, Stan. Thank you for coming down, and good afternoon, Guyana. We're here on Charlotte Street, like Stan has told you. We are to the west of Alexander Street. We've opened a spanking new location where we have lots of machines for you to game and engulf yourself in lots of enjoyment, lots of gaming. As you know, we're that gaming and entertainment company that is the premier provider in Guyana, and we're bringing everything closer to you. So at this Charlotte Street location, what we're working on is reaching you, making it more accessible to you. You can come on down. We have lots of prizes to give away this afternoon. Cash, free credit to play on the games, and so many takeaways. And if you can't get to us, you can go to our website. It is www.ibetgamesgy.com, and there you can play all of your games. You can top up at your nearest MMG location, where the minimum top up is $1,500, and you can engulf yourself in gaming. We know the game is coming up tonight. All of those people who are sure that Lakers are going to win, put your money where your mouth is. All my Golden State fans, you might be having better odds. You can win a bit of money. Again, put your money where your mouth is. Visit the nearest MMG location. Go to that website, www.ibetgamesgy.com, and tap in. Start sports betting.
Interesting, but this retail store that you've got here, Abigail, it's how I'm seeing it is that you're bringing it closer to the customers and giving them a chance to win and other things, because at least in my mind, Ibet and Supreme Ventures is a company that you heard of on the radio in terms of overseeing the winnings and the draws that were happening. But now people can actually put a building and people in terms of faces to the organization.
Correct. So we were on Crowell Street. We've been on Crowell Street for 5 years there on the park, and the space has been good to us, and the Guyanese public have been good to us. But we know that we needed to expand to come closer to you. So we've separated our corporate offices, which are now located on Namaha Street, and our games room is now on Charlotte Street, right where we are in the middle of all of the vibes, reminding you to come on down. And this is where we are telling you that this is the center of gaming in Georgetown today and continuously. Come on down.
Definitely. You've got other people here with you who are sharing this broadcast. If you can introduce them so that I can be able to talk to some of the people from Supreme Ventures Group.
So I've got my wonderful marketing manager, Kajay, here with me, and she's from Jamaica. As Stan would have said, Ibet Supreme is a subsidiary of Supreme Ventures in Jamaica, and we have been the heart of winnings. In Guyana, we recently had a winner of $3 million. We had a super lotto winner in Jamaica only recently, 2 of them recently, and I'll allow Kajay to give you that update about all of the winnings and how we bring winnings to your fingertip at Ibet Supreme in particular, and the Supreme Venture Group as a whole.
Hi, Kajay. Now you're the person it seems we've got to be friends with, right? In terms of being able to win, right?
I think so. Wouldn't hurt.
Welcome down to 94.1, and of course, tell us about the winnings. Now, one of the important things I want you to be able to put out there is that when it comes to betting and the gaming, this is definitely not for children. You've got a prerequisite in terms of age limit who can actually come into this retail store, and even online, as Abigail mentioned, for the betting, you have strict restrictions. So tell us a little bit about that so that at least they know what to expect.
Okay, well, Ibet Supreme and Supreme Ventures, we encourage responsible gaming. In order for you to play our games, you have to be 18 years or older. That is a rule that we have here in Guyana and a rule that we have back home in Jamaica as well. So responsible gaming, we encourage it. The age limit is always in place for in-store and online. So if you're trying to create an account online, you must be over 18. We're going to need to see your ID to verify that. To come in store, to play any other games, just to enter the store, you must be over 18. So if you're coming down to play, you might need a babysitter for the kids because the kids will not be allowed in store. But you can always come down and play.
Awesome.
And this is also why our verification process takes 24 hours, because we have to make sure that your kids are secure. We don't want them doing the wrong things. So we make sure that when you put through your application online, we go through a verification process to check your ID and make sure that you are within the legal range, as Kajay said, over 18 years.
All right, and because one of the things, obviously, you would have kids, they see all the lights and action, and they say, I want to play that. And perhaps, as you're rightly saying, try to disguise themselves. But the fact that you're asking for identification, and then there's a whole 24-hour wait before they can verify, that is, or within that time, it's important too. So parents don't have to worry that their children will be, doing things that they do not want them to do as a child.
Correct. So as Abigail said, we are doing all that we can to ensure that the children are not playing the games that they're not supposed to, because gambling is for adults. So as parents, you don't have to worry if your kids are coming from school and they pass by and they think it looks cool, because the store does look pretty cool. You see all the flashing lights from outside. They might think it's an arcade, but they will not be allowed to enter the store, especially if they're in their uniforms.
Awesome. And you know, one of the things, apart from like the arcade games that you've got, if you can tell persons now at this retail store, what are some of the things they're offering? I know Abigail did make mention of the fact that, you know, the betting part now, put your money where your mouth there, which is a Guyanese, term, if it is that you believe, like the game is happening tonight and you believe this team is going to win or what's not. But is it just about basketball? Is it just about horse riding, or you got the whole gamut of the various games that persons can bet on?
Okay, we have almost every sport you can think of. We have cricket, basketball, football. We have the major leagues. We have the not so popular leagues. At home we call them the bush leagues. We have virtual horse racing, virtual dog racing. We even have Formula One, right? So almost any sport you can think of, you're able to bet on it with Ibet Supreme. And then another very cool and unique fact about Ibet Supreme is that when you're watching that game tonight, right, you're able to bet live. If you have an Ibet Games account, you can bet live on that game. So as the plays are happening and you think something is going to happen next, you can make a bet on that, right? And if you make a bet and you realize that, oh, this might not be turning out the way I want it to turn out, we have an option where you can cash out early. You won't get all of the money that you would have won had you allowed the game to play out, but you can get back some of it. And those are two unique features to the Ibet Supreme online platform, right? So if you come in store, we have the VLTs. They look like slot machines, or they operate the same way. We have virtual horse racing, virtual dog racing that you can watch on the screens and bet as they go. They happen about every 5 minutes. We have Money Time. That's a roulette game that happens every 4 minutes. We also have the Cashpot game that is 6 times per day, Monday to Saturday, where you can win on those draws. You can, you see it, you see something happening on the road, you think it's interesting, or you think that it's at what we call at home a rake, you come and you buy it. You can either come to the Charlotte Street location and buy it, or you can buy it on the app on your phone. And the Cashpot game has a interesting mega ball feature that allows you to win even more money. So if you decide that you're going to buy Red Woman, right, and you mega that, you have a chance of winning even more money from just $100 bet. So $100 bet can pay you out about $7,000 with a mega ball, right?
This sounds like definitely the place. You might have to extend this retail store pretty much soon with the kind of patrons who are going to be heading down here to cash in on some of these great deals that you're talking about in terms of your games. But today, more specifically, because you're launching today, you've got ambassadors who are busy about, and what exactly are those ambassadors doing on the ground right now?
All right, so the ambassadors that we have outside, they're helping you to sign up. Right, they're helping you to participate in the promotions that we're having on the ground today. So some of the promotions we have, the first 20 customers to come inside and play on our VLTs, they get $500 free to keep playing. We have random customers who come in and play Cashpot. They're also going to be getting free Cashpot tickets as well. We're giving away free GTT credit. We're giving away branded items. We're giving away churches vouchers to other restaurants where you can go and get dinner today, because today is Friday. So once you come down here, you have a really, 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 really high chance of going home with something in your hand, something more than you came here with.
All right. Now, one of the things that you made mention of, Abigail, is the fact that you can actually top up your account through the MMG platform. And for those who are, I'm thinking a little bit, safety conscious, so they come here and then they have a huge winning. They don't want to walk out with a whole lot of cash. Now, obviously, you also are thinking about their safety too.
Right. So with that, we do bank transfers. Like I said, we recently, just 2 weeks ago, had a $3 million winner right here in Georgetown, Guyana. And that customer was paid via bank transfer. So definitely considering your security, which was also part of our move as we moved from the park into the Charlotte Street location, which is vibrant with merchant businesses. So there's lots of people around, and your security is at mine. But don't forget, there's always online, which creates an even greater level of security. So you do that top up at MMG, and if you can't make it here, if you're at Linden, if you're in Berbice, if you're in Essequibo, Bartica, wherever it is that you are, you can sign up online and you can get that first free $500 bonus. You can get that $500 bonus as your registration when you register, and on our number games, our cash pot games and our money time games. If you register our iCasino games, those online games, and the sports betting games, you can get $1,000 free to play. So come play with us today. If you can come on down here, we're waiting for you. But if not, use that website, www.ibetgamesgy.com. Top up at your nearest MMG location, and you're good to go.
Awesome. Now, I know we're out of time, but for those who are listening on the radio who are going to be coming down to this location, I want to ask both of you and give you both the chance, maybe 30 seconds each as you wrap it up, to tell us, now, having maintained such a fresh presence in Guyana and this launch today, what would you say to customers in terms of what can they look forward to in the future, in very near future, coming from Ibet Supreme? I'll start with you, Khadija.
All right, well, you can look forward to more accessibility, more online options to make it even easier for you to play. So in the very, very near future, you can look forward to those things coming to you. More leagues, more sports betting leagues, more games that you can play on the Numbers app, on the sports betting app, and even more convenient ways to cash out. Because as Abigail mentioned earlier, when you play online, when you top up your Numbers account and you, with MMG, you play online, when you win, you have the option to transfer that winnings to your MMG account, and you can use it to do anything that MMG allows you to do. Right, so you can look forward to that kind of technology from Ibet Supreme.
Awesome. With all of that, Abigail, you think you have anything else to add to that?
Winnings at your fingertips. That's it, Stan. We are bringing winnings to your fingertips. Whether it's on your phone or whether you come down to our location, we're here to help the Guyanese public have a good gaming experience and win. So come on down, go onto the website, and we look forward to serving you.
Awesome. Well, of course, I want to say thank you very much. Congratulations on the launch, and I wish you great success on this initiative right here. Quickly before we go, remind persons where this retail store is located and the fact that, of course, you've separated corporate from the retail so as to give persons ease of access.
Correct. So our corporate offices are now on Lamaha Street, and it is just west of Camp Street, next to the Public Health Building. And our Games Lounge, which is what I know everybody's excited and concerned about, is on Charlotte Street. It's just around the corner from the Brazilian restaurant. So if you're coming down Alexander Street, it would be the second building off, which is west of Alexander Street. Come on down today.
And you can't miss it. I want to say thank you very much, Supreme Ventures and Ibet Supreme, for actually taking the time to share with us and the launch of this retail center right here at 177 Charlotte Street.
Thank you, Stan, and thank you, Guyana.
Thanks, Guyana. Thanks for having us, Stan.
All right, and of course I want to say thanks to the entire broadcast team for everything, being able to bring it to you. This is Stan Gavaya handing you back to Master Control.
Start on you.